He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The option look. He'll do it himself. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Give running right, it's Peoples. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, here's Peoples. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Trying to get everyone on the same page. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't. Get it done early in this one.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing more. Using his legs to buy some time. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking for room. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. He's got him. Oh, he got loose. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore, play action. It's complete to the left. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now here's Moore, going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a give to Peoples. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man on the outside. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dante Moore. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Makes the grab on the left. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Ducks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Handoff, Peoples running left. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on third down. Fourth down coming. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's Moore to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it at the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The give from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Moore will throw. He wants it all. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass. Right on the money. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the play fake. He's got his man, makes the grab. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It'll be a draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throwing more. They're working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Defenses have to be so good with their eye discipline and focus. And as linebackers and DBs, you're watching the offensive line to see if guys are pulling. That could be a tell the misdirection the play is coming. And you saw it right there.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go play action with Moore. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's open on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Here we go. Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Where did he go?
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 24 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Cavaliers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Moore. He'll take a deep shot here. A full dive to haul that one in. The Ducks in the hurry up. Moore to the air. Pucks it out of the air. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track. of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how about that play by this defense, reading the running back, coming out of himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to stop. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Davison. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Dante Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
There's always such a fine line between playmaking and being reckless, right? Like, right there, at some point, that becomes reckless. And you take yourself out of scoring position where you're guaranteed to possibly get 3 points. Now, you're fighting a totally different battle.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Moore will throw. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Open field on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Moore to throw. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Trying to move them on the counter. Push down for the tackle.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll run it. It's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the back. Knocked off his feet.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Moore from the gun on third down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They give it to him again. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws it back. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. and has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Throwing more. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the defense, but I got a feeling that's not the last ball he'll throw his way.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Got his man. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. they'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting...
Here's a little room there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Beck. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Break, here we go. Booster, booster. Ready, ready. Ready, go.
The run inside. It's Hill. Crosses the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
23 on the play. And 1st down for the offense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, red 54. Ready to go.
Dante Moore. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, he downfield. All kinds of room to the right. The 20, the 10. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses this.
That guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats, and not much else, as this one is in the books.